Welcome everyone to this presentation on waste management. Today, we will delve into the critical topic of waste management and how it plays a vital role in ensuring a sustainable and cleaner future for our planet. For today's topic, we will be talking about waste and its types, what is a waste management system and its methods, reasons why it's important to manage waste management in schools implemented by DepEd, and waste management in Iligan City. What is waste? Waste in its various forms refers to any material that is no longer needed, desired, or deemed unusable by the individuals or organizations generating it. Waste can be further categorized into several types, each with distinct characteristics and management requirements. First off, we have solid waste. This includes a wide range of discarded materials such as packaging, clothing, plastic, glass, paper, and other household or industrial items. Second on the list is liquid waste. It refers to wastewater from households, industries, and commercial establishments, often containing harmful chemicals or pollutants. It includes sewage, industrial effluents, and contaminated water. Third type is the organic waste, comprises biodegradable waste, primarily food and plant-based materials. Organic waste can be decomposed naturally through biological processes. Fourth on the list is the hazardous waste. This consists of waste materials that pose a significant threat to human health or the environment. This category includes chemicals, batteries, medical waste, and certain electronic components. Lastly, we have electronic waste or e-waste. Encompasses discarded electronic devices and their components, such as computers, mobile phones, televisions, and other electrical equipments. In conclusion, understanding and effectively managing these various types of waste is essential for promoting a sustainable and environmentally responsible approach to waste disposal and resource utilization.
Now let's go to waste management system and its methods. For you, what is waste management? Can you think of your own definition of waste management? How about its methods? Waste management or waste disposal is the process and actions required to manage waste from its inception to its final disposal. This includes the collection, transport, treatment, and disposal of waste, together with monitoring and regulation of the waste management process and waste-related laws, technologies, and economic mechanisms. Waste management deals with all types of waste, including solid waste, liquid waste, organic waste, hazardous waste, and e-waste. A waste management system or waste disposal is a streamlined process that organizations use to dispose of, reduce, reuse, and prevent waste. Let us have some of the types of waste management. First is a landfill site, also known as a tip, dump, rubbish dump, garbage dump, or dumping ground, is a site for the disposal of waste materials. A landfill is a specially designed pit or mound of earth where solid waste such as trash, garbage, and other refuse is buried. Authorities are committed to ensuring that the construction of each landfill is successful in terms of sanitation and economic land use. Next, we have incineration. It is usually conducted in a special facility known as an incinerator. Incineration involves burning waste at high temperatures, reducing its volume and weight. Incinerators are often used to dispose of hazardous waste, medical waste, and other materials that cannot be recycled. It can be used to transform waste into energy. The heat that is generated by incineration can be used to generate electric power. However, incineration can also release harmful pollutants into the air, making it a controversial method of waste management. Next, composting. Composting is the process of breaking down organic material such as food scraps and yard waste into a nutrient-rich soil amendment. It is a natural and efficient way to reduce the amount of waste that goes into landfills and incinerators, while providing a nutrient-rich soil amendment for gardening and landscaping. Last is recycling. It is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. Recycling is good for the environment. It supports zero waste strategies and sustainability targets, reducing the amount of unrecoverable waste that is disposed of in landfills. Does this picture ring a bell to many of you? Yes, this has been discussed on our TLE 100 subject, the 6 R's strategy of waste management, a step to sustainability. We are all consumers. What we buy and how we dispose of waste can harm the environment. A big part of a green choice life is choosing the type of consumer we are going to be. Green consumers think about the environmental impact of what they buy and whether they need to buy at all. Rethink. We need to think about how the product was produced and its impacts when we dispose of this item once we're done with it. Can we still use it again? Will it greatly affect the environment? Is it worth buying? What do you think? Refuse. Decline to buy it initially. If you will only use it once, don't buy it. Think of this. Will I be able to use it for a long time or throw it away right after using it? I must buy an item that is appropriate to use but can still be used again and again. Reduce. Buy less. Buy products with little or no packaging that last a long time. Borrow instead of buy and compose. Tell yourself this: I only need to buy the amount I need. An example scenario is, I need a gown for our acquaintance party tomorrow night. I'll just borrow one from my friend instead of buying one because I'll only use it once. Reuse. Upcycle instead of throwing away. Items can still be used for other purposes. For example, I can use these plastic bottles as pots in my garden. I can let my younger siblings use my old phone when they play pretend. Repair. When an item breaks down or does not function properly, we fix it rather than throw it out. An example, this chair can still be repaired. This old fan can still function. I just need to replace the broken piece and repaint it. These torn pants can still be sewed. Recycle. Process in which an item or its components are used to create something new. For example, I can create a flower using these plastic bottles, or I'll turn this broken chair into a table. As what Mom Casey said, rethink first, then refuse, then reduce, then reuse, then repair, and finally, recycle. Why is it important to manage waste? Do you have an idea? Can you state reasons for it to be so important? Here are 5 reasons why it is important to manage waste. Number 1. Improves human health. In most cases, the improper management and disposal of different types of waste can cause a variety of health issues to humans. This can include skin irritation, respiratory problems, and other illnesses. For example, wastes that release dioxins and other toxins are dangerous, especially when they're diffused into the air people breathe. Moreover, toxic chemicals from waste leaking into bodies and streams of water can also be harmful to people who consume that water on a regular basis. Due to these circumstances, people should be taught how to properly manage and dispose of their waste, whether in their home or business establishment, to avoid putting human health at risk for serious medical conditions. Number 2. Preserves the environment. Another reason why waste management is essential is due to the fact that it helps preserve the environment. Typically, improper disposal of waste, including burning every type of rubbish that people come across, is no good for Mother Nature. This is because doing so pollutes the air and releases toxins that can lead to the destruction of the planet through the extreme climate changes the world is experiencing now. Since wastes emit greenhouse gases that rises to the atmosphere, this can cause strong storms, typhoons, and unbearable heat that can affect people on a daily basis. Moreover, poor waste management techniques can result in the contamination of air, water, and soil, which in turn can cause harm to the environment as well as communities. Number 3. Protects animals and marine life. Just like humans and the environment, inappropriate handling of waste and garbage can have an adverse impact on animals and marine life. In most cases, animals aren't exempted from the effects of pollution caused by poor waste management practices. For example, animals that feed on grass in areas near contaminated areas, such as landfills, can be poisoned due to the toxic chemicals that leak into the soil. Also, marine animals are at risk of death when they begin consuming cigarette butts and styrofoam floating in the water. When this happens, humans are affected as well, especially those who rely on marine life for food and livelihood. Therefore, it's important to practice proper waste management for the protection of animals, including marine life. Number 4. Lowers production costs. Another reason why waste management is essential is its ability to lower production costs. One of the essential aspects of waste management is recycling, and when you do it, you're helping in the conservation of natural resources by reusing materials such as glass, plastic, oil, and paper. Instead of purchasing new materials, you can opt to reuse the ones you already have, thereby putting less strain on natural resources and, more importantly, reducing the costs of production. When this happens, you can save a lot of time and money in the long run. Number 5. It can lead to bigger profits for companies. For business owners and entrepreneurs, proper waste management can also be profitable in a variety of ways. When companies implement good recycling practices, this can lead to bigger profits by maintaining the efficiency of supply chain. This is especially true for businesses like restaurants, food factories, and supermarkets. Instead of buying new materials, they can opt to recycle their existing resources, which can translate to bigger savings as well as profits in the long run. In addition, by planning and properly portioning ingredients and other materials with the use of good waste management techniques, business owners can enjoy a high level of profitability at the end of the day.
Waste management in schools implemented by DepEd. The Department of Education has taken steps to instill responsible waste management in schools. Initiatives include educating students on proper waste disposal, promoting recycling, and organizing waste segregation programs. In this way, the learners will develop environmental awareness, acquire essential life skills, cultivate a sense of responsibility, foster sustainable behavior, and contribute to a cleaner environment. Waste management in Iligan City. In Iligan City, waste management efforts encompass waste collection, recycling programs, public awareness campaigns, and sustainable waste disposal methods. The city demonstrates a commitment to minimizing environmental impact through effective waste management practices. The impact of these efforts in the city includes reduction of environmental pollution, conservation of resources, economic opportunities, improved public health, community engagement in education, and enhanced aesthetics and tourism. In conclusion, waste management is not only a responsibility of governments and organizations but also each individual. By being conscious of our waste and adopting responsible waste management practices, we can contribute to a cleaner, healthier planet for generations to come. Let's work together to make a difference in waste management and build a sustainable future. Thank you. Now, let's engage in some critical thinking. Considering what we've learned about waste management, here's a question for you. How can you personally reduce your daily waste output and promote responsible waste management in your community? Think about practical steps and innovative ideas. Feel free to jot down your ideas below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Bye!
We are your reporters for this topic. Good day.